Well, the province is investing nearly $11 billion over the next 12 years to improve energy efficiency and save Ontarians money on their electricity bills. And for the details, we're joined live right now by Energy and Electrification Minister Stephen Lecce. Minister Lecce, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. So I want to ask you about this, the Home Renovation Savings Program. Let's talk about that because housing is on the minds of everyone.
It is. So Happy New Year to you and to everyone watching. We really wanted to start 2020 off with a message of affordability. The Premier's been very clear. We need to make life more affordable for everyday families. And so launching the Home Renovation Savings Program is all about empowering families to reduce the energy they use and reduce the bills that they receive every month. And so our vision is to incentivize families up to 30% from things like a heat pump to new insulation to a smart thermostat. All of these are going to put money back into your pockets with a 60-day guarantee of those monies flowing to you and any family in this province. Because before Bakari, under the former government, it only applied to 30% of Ontarians, a very small version of this program. We went from 300 million to 900 million. We went from a 4-year program to 12 years, and we went from 30% of the population to 100%, because we think every Canadian, every Ontarian deserves to have money in their pockets and reduce the energy they use in their homes.
So how exactly does this work? What are we talking about in terms of average savings? Because also there's a sign up for this, right?
Sure. So right now, a family can go to saveonenergy.ca. Right today, you could go there, check out all the eligibility from new windows and new doors and new insulation and heat pumps and even solar on your roof and batteries. All of this is covered up to 30%. We've got the clear eligibility of what is permissible, what is not, and all the details could be found online. On January 28th, you could actually start to spend the money and receive it back within 60 days. We've made the most simplified one-stop shop for Ontarians. You sign up, you put the receipt in, and you get your money back.
What about for people building a new home? Because, you know, home starts, that's going up. How will they benefit from this?
Well, obviously, the focus of this program is to take the existing homes, which is the overwhelming majority, and renovate them to energy efficiency. New homes have new standards that are much more efficient than the ones that maybe my parents purchased 30-odd years ago. So we're really focusing on the overwhelming critical mass of families who already have a home, but these incentives will be applicable for the next 12 years. So new homeowners could make those upgrades and save thousands of dollars. Just give me an example. You do insulation in your home. Our program will cover nearly $9,000 of that cost. $9,000 back in your pockets. Add in windows, add in doors. We're talking about over $10,000 on average for what could be deemed a medium-sized renovation. This is about lowering the cost for families at the same time that the federal government is increasing the carbon tax. So we're really trying to make a point. Affordability has got to be the priority of any government, and our Premier has been very clear. After cutting the gas tax by 10 cents, we got to do even more, which is why we've launched the largest energy efficiency program in the history of our country.
Okay, so along those lines of the gas tax, this actually goes over the next 12 years, right? Yeah. So by the year 2035, there's going to be, the mandate that new car sales, they have to be electric. What sort of consideration has been given to that, and as well as the infrastructure for having those charging stations?
For sure. Well, that's, the federal government has mused about that, and we disagree with that. I mean, we don't believe we need to mandate and impose an outcome. I think families should make a choice based on what the type of cars they want and they need. Our country is large and vast and cold. So we're going to provide incentives. What we did is we announced just last month 1,300 new EV charging stations using the latest technology. They're rapid chargers, so you're not sitting there for 20 hours. We've also come up with the overnight ultra-low rate to incentivize families to plug in their EV vehicles overnight and get the lowest cost energy available to them. We've come up with a variety of incentives, but what we're not going to do what the former Liberals did was to provide incentives for $100,000 vehicles. I think individuals could afford those cars at that rate. We want to really focus our affordability on everyday families, which is why we're putting money back in your pockets when you upgrade your homes. And we're ultimately sending a signal. If we can save the equivalent of 3 million homes we're taking off the grid through this 12-year, $11 billion investment, we're making a difference. And Bakari, it's the win-win-win we want for our province.
Okay, we have to wrap, but what's that website for people to sign up again?
saveonenergy.ca. Check it out today.
All right, Energy and Electrification Minister Stephen Lecce, thank you very much for stopping by for this big announcement. We appreciate it.